course. We all have our rituals. We all have our rituals.
So, before we get started, I want to introduce you guys to what I think really good craft beer is. And before I introduce you guys, I want you to try this phenomenal beer from Avery.
Okay.
It's called Raspberry Truffle Ale.
Oh my God,
I've been talking about this for
smells
weeks.
Amazing.
It is absolutely delicious.
Bitch. Oh my God, that is amazing.
That smells good. And now I want
It just
chocolate.
it's like a smoky, chocolatey kind of flavor that I'm hitting.
Yeah, my friend had the best description. It's chocolate beer bursting with raspberries.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good.
That's good.
That is amazing.
So we can go put right
And it's the point of the show, introducing new beers to everybody and hanging out with all people and all communities. So I'm your host, Victor Santana. This is another week of Drunken Public. I'm here with two phenomenal performers. Sorry, I stutter. Vegas and Alana. And funny story, to get into our background, is that we went to a mezcal bar down the street from Craft and Growlers. And it's, I typically think it's a good bar, but it's very dry. It's not a bad bar, it's not exciting, it's just a very dry bar. In the midst of me thinking it's a dry bar, you came out of nowhere.
You got a surprise.
And
You
performed.
got a surprise.
And you have a nice little performance, kind of a song and dance thing playing Mexican bingo, which was memorable. One of the only things I really remember from that day.
Yeah.
So I want to say thank you for coming on the show. And
Thank you for having us.
let's talk a little about the performance. Like, what made you want to do that at the Mezcal place or any of that kind of performance?
Yeah, so I was just on Facebook and I had seen a post about they were needing a drag queen, and I was just like, well, I'm not doing any shows at the moment, so we'll go and respond. So I responded to one of the bartenders there, and they were just like, yeah, come out, we're doing a big not Cinco de Mayo, Dia de los Muertos thing. So went out there with a couple friends, we checked it out, and just fell in love with the place, and I was just like, yeah, sure, we'll try it out and see how it goes.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, we'll do drag loteria and stuff. And it was different because, I'm coming from a background of just doing performances and stuff.
Yeah.
So straight out, show starts at a certain time, everybody comes out, does their lip syncs and whatnot, and then the show's over.
Yeah.
And they're coming from a background of, we don't really know what's going on, so it was kind of cool to see the two different aspects. They wanted to bring in the Latino culture with drag loteria, or just loteria in general, and then they wanted to add the twist of drag into it. So we kind of married the two ideas together.
That's awesome.
It's become drag loteria with Alana Summers. So
It has been an amazing ride. It's a very short start, obviously, but all the shows that we've had have been absolutely amazing. Like, each time we do Drag Loteria, it's becoming more popular each time. Every show
I can see that being more popular.
yeah.
It's becoming a big hit, and very, very excited for it. Just being able to come out to this side of an area instead of being closed off into our strip, which,
oddly enough, a very prominent gay community here in Dallas, and very supportive gay community here in Dallas, from all aspects.
Yes.
I think Dallas has a very prominent, of course Austin has a
Yeah.
really good, strong gay community, and Houston as well, not knocking those guys at all, but it's a really strong gay community here. But oddly enough, you guys don't branch out outside of your strip. You got a 3-mile radius you guys stick to, and stick to hard.
It's very weird because the strip there, in that one little segment, I mean, we call it the strip, the Cedar Springs Oakland area.
People outside of it call it the neighborhood.
We call it the neighborhood. I mean,
So you guys do call it neighborhood. I just
Yeah.
think every straight guy I ever heard it call it like it's the neighborhood, but I just
Yeah.
call it Oakland. It's just Oakland.
yeah, so I mean, it started off as that, and we actually just recently, within the past month or two,
yeah.
got a historical marker from the state of Texas.
No way.
Yeah, I actually work at one of the restaurants right over there at what they call the Crossroads, Zephyr Bakery Cafe. So we're plug.
No, but awesome plug. No, get a historical notification from any city.
Yeah.
It's tremendous because what that means is no matter what happens moving forward, that spot is
Yeah.
not going away. And the historical contribution of that location is not going away.
yeah.
The city will keep it up if no one is there and maintain it.
Yeah, so they put the historical marker there, and the building that Zephyr is actually in is 100 plus years old and stuff like that, and so it's kind of cool to work in a modern type place
Excuse me,
in
sorry.
such an old and historical environment and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, so with this, I was a little nervous. I was like, okay, it's not in the neighborhood. You know, a lot of people may not know about
Well,
it.
I can see your reservation for it because it's like any performer. When
Yeah.
you go to a spot that you know to be performing, you know people are there to see you. Now, when you perform at a place that's just a regular place, maybe a restaurant or a bar, and you just pop up, you don't know what to expect. Because no one's there for you. They're there to drink or do something else, or maybe on a date. They might be doing a bunch of other things, but not see a performance, especially a drag performance.
And talking to the owners over there at Las Almas Rotas, one of my first questions was, "What's your crowd like?" Because at the end of the day, everybody that goes to a drag show ends up loving the drag show. But in the back of our minds, no matter how accepting a place is, you still have those people.
Always.
And it's because essentially we are still dudes in a dress.
Yeah.
We are still guys in makeup and hair and dresses and heels, and we're still in the South. So even though it is so accepted and so loved, there's still so much backlash that we get.
Yeah. And so it was a little nerve wracking. And talking with Vegas, it was like, okay, let's have our little group just in case something goes wrong or whatever. And it was just really walking into the unknown.
That's how we like to do a Latin community. Is like, okay, I'm going to a new spot. I need about 5 of my homies.
Right.
At least.
Bring the family and the one crazy girl.
It's literally just like how all of us are.
Yeah.
We all have our spots that we go to. We feel it out, but then we all end up just going there by ourselves because we love it and we have that vibe.
Yeah.
But again, you go to a new spot, like you said, you bring a crowd with you just to make sure you are safe.
Yeah. And so we came out and I had asked one of the bartenders, I was like, well, what are your normal Sundays like? Like, oh, it's kind of slow, maybe 10 people or so. And I was just like, oh, what did I get myself into?
Yeah.
What did I do? What did I sign up for, And because doing drag takes a lot of time and effort and money. And I'm just like, okay, I've committed to this. Is it going to be worth it? And so I was kind of like, we'll try it and see. And then that first night, we got there right before the bar opened so that I could get ready in the dressing room that
so
we
you
have.
were there, so when we got there, you were already there.
Oh yeah, I was already in the back,
Okay.
doing my makeup and getting ready and stuff like that. And when I'm doing that before a show, I just get in my little zen mode, and there's just a bubble around me, and this one comes up and talks to me sometimes, and I'm just
Completely
I don't even.
You have to. Well, makeup alone. I haven't seen a lot of makeup tutorials. I've been fortunate enough to be around drag queens when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I didn't see the whole process, obviously. I didn't learn until I was like 18 years old, the entire process, but just in the makeup aspect of it.
But obviously you knew them as men, and then you got to see the transformation.
Yeah.
And that in itself is just a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Well, one thing, similar to New York City is a very accepting city. New York State is different. Every place has their differences.
Just like you guys in New York have the different boroughs and stuff like that, we have the different neighborhoods out here. And over there, like I said, I was nervous about what I was about to walk into, how people were going to react if they knew what was going to happen that night. And I'm getting ready and everything, and I just remember getting ready to come out from behind the curtain for the first number, thinking in the back of my head, okay, it's not a straight bar, it's an everybody bar.
Yeah.
And even though the regular clientele and the staff will tell you, oh, everybody's friendly, I'm like, yeah, everybody's friendly until they're not. But then, I stepped out that first number, and this one hadn't been out to see if there were people there or anything, because we were just busy and freaking out, getting ready and on a time crunch.
Okay.
And so we stepped out, and to just see literally standing room only, I was just like, okay. Okay, cool, yeah. And then it just from then on, it's just been like that, you know. And
Yeah.
now I hear that we have people like calling ahead to see if they can reserve tables and to make sure that they get a spot.
That's
and stuff
phenomenal.
Like that.
That's
So,
awesome. No, fuck yeah.
I mean, it's growing and growing, and I mean, it's getting pretty badass.
First of all, that's phenomenal for you, and it's also phenomenal that you guys, the bar did something like that, but it's also good for them. You know,
Yeah.
they pick a night that it's tough night, Sunday night stuff, right?
Yeah.
But as a
Something that's
bad,
tough for anybody.
yeah, it's tough,
you know?
but it's tough for anybody, working people, but it's also tough for bars. That's not a typical day you think to make money. You think about breaking even.
Yeah.
And have something like that happen and take a risk. Everybody took a risk. You took a risk of being
Yeah.
there. They took a risk of making a performance like that happen, or trying to make a performance like that
Yeah.
happen. And to see it work out for the better, it only brings opportunity for other people to do more shows, to do more places.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean
and now you come with a brand now. You got a brand, so when you go places, you know you got a crowd coming.
I got a brand.
Alright.
Stickers coming soon. No.
You need to. I've been saying the same thing for a while too. We don't have stickers yet. We get stickers one day.
No, we're actually looking into designing some different shirts and merch and stuff like that, so that we can be able to, you know, go to different places and have stuff out that people can get. You know, like have our little Martin House Brewing Company swag gift bag here.
Nice plug. That was a nice plug. Shout out to Martin House.
Martin
We drink
House.
all Martin House beers here except for the Avery one. We got one Avery,
Except for that one.
but every beer on the table that we're going to try to do out the show is a Martin House beer.
So pretty soon you'll be seeing a little Alana Summers swag like this.
Nah,
It's
be
coming.
awesome.
It's
Eventually.
coming.
I have stuff for everybody. Like if I go to a Pride celebration or whatever, I know in June of this year, Dallas moved their Pride from September to June, and we're actually going to be hosting it right across the street at Fair Park. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's just gotten so big for the neighborhood over there in Oaklawn and Cedar Springs that we had to find somewhere bigger. So they're moving it right across the street, and
That's actually pretty awesome though. And let's be honest, that's pretty awesome.
It
is.
is. I'm working.
But that's also different now. It's a different.
It's very
different.
different, and I believe that there's definitely going to be mixed feelings because
Oh,
for
there's
me,
already mixed feelings.
I know there is. For me, I work at the salon right next to Roundup. I'm a hairstylist. That is my actual profession.
So that's why the hair looks fabulous.
Yes,
Got it.
that is why the hair looks.
Unfortunately, I
fabulous.
have no more hair.
That's fine. You can do beards and eyebrows and everything. You should have seen me 2 hours ago. I looked like a red raccoon. It was.
I doubt that, but I can see. I can,
Oh,
I can imagine
it
it.
was bad.
I
It
can
was
imagine
bad.
it.
But yeah, so like being on the strip as well as Alana, working there, we're there 24/7, and to be
Feels
able
like
to
it at least.
pretty much, but to be able to have Pride literally in our front yard, to where we've done it, or I have done it, to where I've gone to work, done hair that morning, then set up Pride for the shop in our little booth that we set up
Nice.
outside for us to chill and bring people in to party. And we're right there at the curb, so we see literally everybody. And it's definitely going to be very different to not go to work and just walk out and see Pride.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not one of those people that's really going to care. It's Pride. It is a celebration for love and just generosity in itself. So wherever that is, I'm game. So,
And for
Oh,
me,
fair enough.
I think.
I think everybody's game. We gotta promote it though.
Yeah.
Because it's a bigger venue now. You gotta have.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Let's be clear. Pride has never been just been a strictly gay pride.
No.
Everybody,
No, it's-
all
it's-
communities come and support and hang
Yeah.
out. You know,
It's everybody. We see families and
Yep.
just like they have.
you see fathers, sons, daughters,
Yeah,
everybody,
like the
brothers, sisters.
P flag comes out all the time. Parents and friends of lesbians and gays and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I love it.
They come out, and then there's just groups that'll come out that may not have anyone in their family or they may not be gay and they're just the ally group. And,
Yeah.
they'll march in there and they're just like, we don't know anybody, but we support you guys. And I mean, it's just so cool to see that. And I think that. Although I am kind of about it moving out of the neighborhood because that was one of our biggest money-making days. So
I can see that.
but having it over here, it opens it up to a lot of different people and a bigger community and stuff.
Bigger doesn't mean bad. It just means
Yeah.
different. It's bigger,
It's
different
different.
location.
the biggest thing for me that I'm really excited about is that there's a whole other demographic around here.
Yeah.
And it's literally going to be right there. And so
Another reason.
everyone
Side
is
note. Another reason why we did it here. Wink, wink.
right?
right? 'Cause
Literally right there, right
we
there.
planned all of this. No, and that, but with us also moving it from September to June, I'm real excited that it's over here because hashtag AC.
Oh, so it's gonna be in the actual convention center.
There's things inside, there's things outside. It's gonna be all weekend. I
Yeah.
hear that the Midway is gonna be open.
Yep.
Okay.
So I mean, it's gonna be like the gay state fair.
Better than the state fair because I hate the state fair.
We'll call it the gay fair. We'll call it the gay fair.
Right.
And I'm actually talking to some of the people that are on the Pride Committee and Pride Board, some of my good friends, about having Las Almas Rotas be like the official pre-party and after-party since we're right there.
No, that'd be badass.
So-
And they would love it.
I know, I'm like, you guys don't have to go too far. Come across the street.
Right.
But yeah, and the thing with that, you know, it's not only for us to celebrate, it's also for our community to branch out into other communities that we may not be into. So I always tell people that want to take part in Pride or something like that, sign up and make a float, you know? Like,
Make a float?
Like Crafton and Dollar can make a float. Dallas Beer Talks can make a
I
float.
don't know how
or
to make a
just- or
float.
just-
To break me down to what it means, like an actual parade float.
I mean, you could do
Do I
that,
need a
or
card?
just sign up as a parade entry and just maybe do a banner and just walk in the parade.
Oh, that's fine.
You know,
We
like
could do a banner.
I know for me, making a float is find somebody that knows how to make a float, have them make a float.
Yeah, but isn't a float like a car? Like, isn't a float like a car?
A lot of things are, well.
I'm a
it's
big
the-
girl, so I hear
it's
float and I
the-
think soda and ice cream.
Right,
But
but I mean, it's the gay community. All the floats that were out, I mean, like, were just phenomenal and huge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But-
I'm not that artistic.
Yeah,
and I'm very.
no,
I'm obviously wearing black. And that's like my go-to color.
I'm
No.
a hairstylist. I always wear black.
Yeah, but I could. You at least have a better sense of style. I'm wearing really dingy jeans, black boots,
see,
black.
that's why we film from here up today.
Exactly. So we always film waist up.
Right, right.
But I mean, like, just a lot of people will get a flatbed trailer, maybe get a decent, like maybe an F-250 or something like that, something that can haul weight. And some people I've seen it to where they do a gooseneck on it, and they just build rails and have people go crazy on the trailer.
Okay.
And just hold up shit, throw out stuff. I mean, it's
And I mean,
really
it doesn't,
simple.
It doesn't even have to do that because I always tell people it's the best form of advertising because there's, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of people that come out. I mean, I haven't seen the numbers, but it's always a good thing.
Back to your business though, personal business. Is there any locations are you shooting shows at or?
Right now, the only official
Or
show.
should I talk to the manager or the minion?
I don't know what other surprises he has for me in store, but as of right now, the only like regular show that I have is over at Las Almas Rotas.
Okay.
As of right now, it's every other Sunday.
No problem.
I know we have one on the 27th of January, and then the other one would be 2 weeks after that, whatever that date is. You would know.
I did know until that happened.
Until I asked you the question. The 10th of February.
The 10th. We have this Sunday that's coming up, the 27th, and then the next one will be the 10th.
Okay.
And
So
if, you know,
February 10th.
Yes.
Yeah, and if it gets more popular and there's a demand to have it more often, you know, and the bar
I
agrees.
have a couple little tricks up my sleeve right now in the works for Las Almas Rotas and Alana's Drag Loteria for doing so much more with it.
That I don't even know.
Yes. I am personally talking with the owners right now and partners with them, trying to just get this bigger. And I'm also in the works of getting Alana into another gig that may happen once a month, but we'll see what goes on there. So
No, fair enough.
I honestly don't even tell Alana until everything is 100%
Finalized.
set.
That makes sense. It makes sense. You don't want to build more expectation or put
Yes.
stress on anybody
Yeah.
unless it's locked in. Unless you know without a shadow of doubt, like this shouldn't go through unless they drop the ball.
Yes.
No, that's fair enough.
And at the same time, this one knows I hate surprises, so.
I just hate letdowns.
Yeah.
So I try not to say so when we try to make plans for the show or make events for the show, I first of all I'm really bad at communicating. You know firsthand. Number two is I don't want to say anything that jinx myself.
Yeah.
Because things happen.
Oh, yeah,
And I
things
don't want to
happen
build
all the time.
unnecessary expectation on myself
Yeah.
or the other people I'm trying to connect with. Why put that added stress? So I'm like, okay, this is the tentative date. Cool, let's figure it out.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't fall out, I'm disappointed, but now nobody's stressed about it. And I'm not mad at them.
Yeah.
Because I'm mad at myself. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I mean, it's also the other thing because whenever a drag queen finds out that there's a possible show, mind races. They're like, oh my gosh, what can I do? I have this outfit, I have this song.
Well, you gotta prepare. Like,
You do.
So how long? Honestly, a full preparation is it like 2-3 hours or longer?
It depends on what I'm doing.
Okay.
You know, so for this, depending, because I usually work Sunday mornings at Zephyr Bakery Cafe for brunch.
Okay.
And then as soon as I'm off over there, we haul it over here and then I start getting ready. There's been times, you know, with any restaurant, just because it says you're off at 3 doesn't mean you're off at 3. And there's been times when we've shown up here at 4:50 and the show's at 6.
She had an hour to get ready.
Including shaving.
Yes.
Including shaving. And
We-
by
we always
6:05,
pull it
the first
off.
number was playing.
We
So.
always pull
Very
it
impressed.
off.
You get fully dressed, all the makeup and shaving. Listen, it takes me 15 minutes to shave my damn self, and I only shave like my neck. And I was running late, so I didn't shave my neck because I'm like, I don't got 15 minutes.
I mean,
So-
it's just, you know, you do what you got to do. When I first started, it would take me like 6 hours to get ready.
Well, you're learning the trade.
Yeah, learning how to do everything and
So now
messing
you're the
up and
master.
doing it again.
Now you're the master of this.
Not the
That's what I'm
master
hearing.
yet. Not the master yet.
There's
but
still plenty to learn.
long way to
Okay.
go. But I mean, it really just, like I said, it just depends if I'm in a time crunch or depending also on the performance or the situation. You know, like if I'm competing in a pageant or something, that's going to take almost the full day because everything has to be squared away because when you step out onto that floor to get judged by the judges,
Well,
they're
pageants-
looking at
minute
every
details.
little thing. So
Pageants is different. Any
Yeah.
competition is different. You
Yes.
can't
Yeah.
you look at competition compared to like a show.
Yeah.
Because a show they let you get away with things. Any show.
Well,
Like
it depends on what kind of show.
Yeah.
You know, if you're doing something like Las Alamos where it's just all about having fun, then, you know,
True.
if my makeup's a little off, whatever, let's do another shot. It'll look better in a minute.
Yeah.
it'll
You
even
know?
out.
It'll even out. You'll be squinting anyway, so it looks fine. But if I'm doing something, you know, like at a gala or something like that, or something fundraising, trying to bring in money, obviously I'm putting a little bit more effort, you know, bringing out a little bit more of the expensive gowns and the expensive jewelry, you know, and looking the part, if you will.
No, for sure.
So for something like that, you know, that'll take me a couple hours just to make sure everything's good. Because if I'm coming up to you and asking you to donate $10,000 for such and such foundation, well, I don't want to look like I got ready in 5 minutes.
Fair enough.
You know,
No,
so I
obviously.
mean,
But I forgot. Oh, we didn't mention that you dress as drag as well on the
I
show.
do. I am a performer as well. Vegas Rose is my other persona.
Nice.
She has actually been in the works for about a year, actually. And
Okay.
yes, I've been putting Vegas together for a very long time, but Vegas has only come to the community and to the world just in the past month.
Okay.
And,
and I'm
it's-
glad you said she because Vegas at the beginning was a very just kind of androgynous boy glam, just kind of everything in the middle mixture. And it wasn't until yesterday actually that she became she.
It was.
And you know,
there was a big aha epiphany moment yesterday. Whenever I painted my face, did my outfit and
Okay.
everything, it just finally happened.
It
And
clicked.
Vegas
Okay.
became she. And it was a beautiful, to us, it was a very beautiful moment. But I will definitely say Vegas has been a very big work in progress. Very big. And the payoff is phenomenal right now. It is beautiful. I'm so excited.
No, we look forward to seeing Vegas performing.
Yeah.
What I want to say is that let me express some of my ignorance. I have been around the gay community my entire life. My family's been a big supporter. Some of my best friends are gay, and I hate when people say that. Like as they added like a check mark. Best friend's gay.
I got a gay friend.
Yeah, I hate that, but even though I just said it. No, but
you have to have that check mark because everybody needs a gay friend.
True. Everybody needs all kinds of friends because every friend from every walk of life has different details you don't know.
Yes.
This is true.
What I express my ignorance is I didn't realize the persona could be anything else besides a woman. I always assumed a drag persona was always woman and not androgynous like you mentioned earlier.
They're well. Really?
Drag is a very evolving creature.
Okay.
It way back in the day. I mean, if you take it back to historical times, drag kind of essentially, for the most part, started in the theater. It was an acronym that they would use to stand for dress resembling a girl, because back in Greek theater, women weren't allowed in the theater, so men had to play the roles. Romeo and Juliet. Juliet was a young boy that they had to drag, dress resembling a girl, and put him in there. So it kind of just evolved from that, and just different cultures have different origins of drag. And for a long time it was a man dressed as a woman. But nowadays, drag is such a broad term for just expression,
See, I get that. So my thing is, I always knew growing up, being a drag queen doesn't mean you're gay.
Not always, because I've actually performed. I've performed before with straight men who do drag.
Yeah, I've met a few of them growing up in New York City. It's definitely takes you back. I'm like, okay, I see it, but drag doesn't mean gay by any means. But it's also now I'm surprised because like when I was years ago when I found out drag doesn't mean gay.
Yeah.
It also could be androgynous. You could be an androgynous drag queen.
And I think now drag has really just kind of encompassed everything that is an expression of who you are. Because back in the day it was like, oh, you're a drag queen, you're a club kid, you're an androgynous, you gender queer, whatever. They were all separate terms.
There's always boxes. Everyone put each other in boxes. For some reason I don't get it because to this day I still put myself in my own box. I always represent myself as Latino. I'm Puerto Rican Latino, trying to make it even a smaller box. I'm Latino. And
it's always not like, okay, there's this, but then there's this, and then within that there's this, and then so it's the umbrella.
Weird,
it's the drag umbrella, and it's a heavy umbrella.
It is.
I'm glad. Congratulations on making her a she.
Thank you.
So that's phenomenal.
And and for me, that's what it started out as, was me just being androgynous. Very androgynous because I love nails, I love makeup, and I love hair. So I would always do that, but I never really did the body or did all the extravagant stuff.
Funny story about that. Whenever I was helping this one build her Vegas, and a lot of drag queens will use, either like a padded bra or like something like that to enhance the female bust, and
help the dress.
Yeah, when Vegas was just like, hey, I need some help. I want to go and drag tonight. I was like, okay, cool. I'm thinking that he's going to be flat-chested as he usually is. And he's like, no, I need something to give me breasts. And one of the secrets that we do is pantyhose filled with rice.
Yes.
With rice?
With rice.
I would never guess rice. Okay.
Little secret.
Little secret.
That's going to be on the bonus features.
Right.
Why rice? Why rice? Does it hold better?
People use rice.
You can form them.
Yeah.
You can really, once it's formed and in the casing or whatnot, and you put it in your bra, and then you can form it to your chest to where it looks more real.
That makes sense because it's individual rice.
I know.
Let's try our first beer. We're gonna drink a sour beer, which you guys haven't tried. Have you had sour beers before?
I've had one.
Okay.
Probably.
I cannot tell you what it was.
Doesn't matter. This is gonna be different from that. 1,000%.
Okay.
So this is from Martin House.
Awesome.
God damn it. I can't even read my handwriting. But this is their sour. This is gonna be their whiskey barrel sour. And I'm gonna put it on screen right now what it is called because I can't read my handwriting because I'm special. But salud.
Salud. That's whiskey barrel sour.
You got the nice little tart finish.
It's good.
Uh-huh.
I love
Citrusy.
it. I like it. Ooh.
Oh, you got it now?
I just got it.
You got it now?
I just got it.
Okay,
I like
good.
it. Oh yes.
That is good.
Yeah.
It's very. It's actually, to me, it's pretty refreshing.
It is. It is.
So this is one of the few sours I found myself liking. This is my first time having this sour as well. I tasted it earlier at the bar. That's what made me the concept of like let's do Old Martin House because this is all different styles of whiskey barrels and Scotch barrels that you guys said you like whiskey. So I think it will help with the experience knowing the hints of what you like. So typical sours are really tart. A lot of sours are tart. They have Imperial True Love on tap right now. I love True Love. I like the raspberry in it, but it's super tart and I don't like tart candy. This tartness is very mellow, but it has a nice middle bite. So that little, it's not rustic flavor because it is not rusty, but it has a nice little wood notes in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then the tartness hits like my middle of my tongue, and I can pick a place. And then it just finishes off refreshing. And that's what makes you remember I want to drink more because it's really refreshing.
It is.
I mean, it's the only thing that I can kind of describe that first sip is like a journey. You know, because it's a journey because it changes as it goes, and you know, as the bouquet develops in your mouth and stuff.
I took another sip and I'm still like finding some new themes that are happening.
It's like every little sip that you take is different, and it develops as it goes through.
What I would say is the best sip I ever got, because I'm not a beer fan at the beginning of this podcast. What I was a liquor fan that a friend of mine, my co-host Drew's not here, was more a big fan of beer, and that was the journey of the show. We're gonna just drink because we're really good friends, and we're gonna get drunk and talk shit, and he's gonna teach me about beer. What little did he know. But
and that's what we're doing now.
So we're in the journey of it, like you said, it's a journey. We learned more, and we learned about this beer community, which we really, really love the beer community. Because they have some really nice people, which I wasn't expecting that. One of the greatest sips I ever got is when you try a new beer. The first sip is unknown, so you have your guard up, you don't know what you're expecting, you're going to take a little baby sip, and you're like, let's see what happens. Then the second sip, you get a little more discovery. The third sip is where you really fill out the palette of what you enjoy or may not enjoy about the beer. So it usually takes a minimum of 3 sips before you're like, I'm really with this beer. And we let these beers sit on the table too, so they've been out for maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes, so they're a little warmer.
To rest
and you get the full palette of it.
It's reminding me of something I just can't.
Like a little bit of sour apples, like fruits.
I'm still trying to figure this out.
It reminds me of candy.
Oh man.
Like it reminds me of something that I've had.
It reminds me of a shot.
Not a shot, because by the time I get to shots, there's no remembering.
Oh, you do shots? Okay.
No, I do shots, but by the time I get there,
you're gone. No, I do shots at the beginning of the night. So this is keynotes. If we ever hang out, like we go hang out. And, or even at the Pride, if you see me and I'm buying shots or buying stuff, or even dancing because I don't dance, I'm drunk. But the first level of my level of drunk is buying stuff. If for some reason, I always want to have a good time. And I want all my friends to have a good time. I want people to have a good time. I just like...
See, we're backwards. By the end of my drunkenness, I'm buying stuff. And then this one's like, give me your wallet now.
Yes.
Let's change it up. Let's let people know. Like, listen, this was... really good.
So good.
It's gonna what I am thinking on this journey of these beers. I think this might be the overall favorite.
Okay.
I think. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I like that first one that we did.
The raspberry was phenomenal. That was it's a super expensive beer that it's $15 for 8 ounces. Here, Crown Isles is different in every location if they have it. It's a very expensive cask.
It's
good.
Well, it's for beer. It's expensive. Like so,
for someone who's ignorant like me on beer and stuff like that, I taste that and I'm just like, I don't feel like I'm drinking beer.
Well, that's the deliciousness of it.
This is just like a soda to me almost.
This is delicious. I think this is a 7. This is the lightest beer as well. I think it's 7%. On this the Martin House beers, that Avery was 15%, which is a good buzz. Honestly, it's a really good buzz. Pure alcohol. As far as when you do mixed drinks, let's say I do rum and coke. The rum is 30% beer. I mean 30% beer, 30% liquor.
I was like, damn, what they make over there?
When it comes to beers, it's expensive. But when you get to the 15% mark, that's basically liquor because when you do a mixed drink, right? Let's say mixed drink is $12. When you mix that rum and coke, you're watering down that 30% alcohol.
Yeah.
And if you had a typical bar, they water down about two to three.
I mean, because
Coke.
you have a whole glass
Think
of ice.
They have a bunch of Coke and a
on top of
splash
that.
of.
Well, I mean, unless you.
I was honestly.
This is off the record, but unless you come where I work, because always go to a bartender that's a drag queen. Because it takes us a lot more of drinking to feel the same effects because we got things to do.
Yeah.
Like whenever I went over there and they gave us our first shot of mezcal, we didn't know that you were supposed to sip it and kiss the mezcal, you know? So we're over here, we're like, cheers, go. And they were just like,
And then,
like they looked around.
obviously, like the biggest thing whenever someone actually like does a shot of mezcal, your whole face and your body is just
Warm.
not okay. It's
Warm.
crazy. It's you.
And they
it hits
laughed
you.
because
But
I was
we
about
did.
to,
Both
yeah.
of us literally just did the shot. We looked at each other like, all right, let's go. Like
but
no
then, like
effects.
2 seconds later, it hit us
hits.
because I remember I was just like, cheers, all right, let's go, number, go, play. And we started running to get ready, and I was like, oh, wait, fire. And then it was funny because he was so worried about me that he turns around, he's like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, and then he's like, oh, it got me.
And of course, the entire bar staff and the owners are
Dying.
just dying laughing at us.
I would be too if I would have known that too.
Yes.
Right,
So
and-
clearly, we figured it out.
Yeah, and then I asked one of my now friends, I was just like, why did everybody freak out when we did those shots? They're like, well, you know, it's almost like offensive to just shoot mezcal, you know, you're supposed to
First
kiss
of all,
it and stuff like that.
No offense to anybody who's really into drinking stuff.
Right.
I get it. I completely get it. But if you tell me you're offended for me drinking the way I want to drink it, you can also suck my dick.
I love it. I love it.
Now don't say that you're offended.
I'm not offended. I'm not offended. I love it.
Well, here's the thing. When it comes to professional, like the owner over there has his own like mezcal place, and he really loves mezcal.
Yeah.
I completely get it that you love it. But if I'm drinking it and I like drinking it, and I want to drink it the way I want to drink it, fine.
Well, I mean, there's obviously, you know, like traditions and stuff like that.
No,
like,
suck a dick. If I want to drink it, here's
okay, so if that one that you got the little raspberry whatever came in a can, would you just shotgun it like a frat boy?
So here's the
Or
thing.
would you want
No,
sucking dick, sucking dick?
No,
Hold on, I'm sitting over here like we're not trying to shoot that thing like a Four
No,
Loko.
I know.
No,
But
no,
I'm
no, no.
saying,
I'm
like-
not mad if you shoot it. What I would say, I'm cautioning. Because if let's say it's a 12-ounce can, it's a 15% beer. There's a lot of carbonation and there's a lot of alcohol. So what I would say, I would never be offended. if
But
you
Natty
shot-
Light is pissed.
Yeah, but Natty Light's also 4% though. If it's 4%, I think Natty Light's
I'm
like.
gonna use the same excuse. Suck a dick.
No, here's the difference. I'm not offending you shotgun it. What I would say is be cautious.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you're like, oh, let's shotgun this, like, well, wait,
Well, I
this
guess
is 50%.
I guess what they were saying it kind of comes down to like really appreciating the craftsmanship and
No,
stuff. because
that's
what,
the
you know,
craftsmanship that I
yeah.
appreciate.
Yeah.
But if I say, because I've had this discussion with whiskey. I like whiskey,
That
right?
needs to be
It was
like
like
your
a-
hashtag. Suck a dick.
Yeah, our hashtag is talking under the influence, and this is under the influence.
No, that's Dallas Spirit Talk. But yours now is suck a dick.
I think my hashtag is fuck you. Come on, listen. I'm not. Here's the thing. I get the craftsmanship. So this is my discussion I had with a professional whiskey taster. She was like, if you want to review a beer on the whiskey, you have to view it as it comes, warm, straight up, nothing on it. I'm like, I get it. You are into this. I like whiskey, but I like it with a splash of water on the rocks.
Right?
So
It's like, you like whiskey like that. He likes whiskey like that. I need to get fucked up.
we're all just drinking. Listen. You get fucked up the way you want to get fucked up. But if you are a real reviewer, I get it. You do that.
And that just goes into the whole. We all have our crafts that we love.
Yeah.
And we're going to go full force into those crafts that we love. Obviously, not all of us are going to be the exact same. Like, personally, I took that one drink of that first thought, I almost did a full shot of it.
You could have. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what? This is why I like the craft beer scene more than I like the other liquor and wine scene. It's because this notion of tradition is embedded in a lot of drinking places, and I get it. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
It comes with history, and it's a beautiful, vibrant history. tequila, wine, all of
But
that.
it's also one of those, I will gladly listen to your history as I do this shot.
As I do it the way I want to drink it, and that's what.
As
Look
I
at you,
just
Debbie.
sip.
Yeah, let me drink it as I want to drink it, and explain to me why it's so important to you. Because I want to appreciate why you like it, because your enthusiasm for it will let me appreciate it.
Yes.
And so that's what happened with us. So when they explained that about, well, you know, you do it this way because yada yada yada, I was like, my man parts are hitting right now. I'm squeezed in the middle as tight as I can be. I got fake titties on. I'm hot. My feet hurt, and I gotta go do something right now. I got shit to do. No, boom, let's go.
And definitely after that first time doing a throwback of mezcal, if we do shots at that bar, they don't look at us crazy anymore. They just, here you go.
You respect the craftsmanship of both. You have a
Yeah.
craftsmanship that you got to take care of, and you really appreciate your craftsmanship.
But now don't get me wrong, like after we did that shot, we actually both looked at each other and we're like, let's sip it next time.
Yeah, we
And
sipped
we
it,
actually
it was
did.
so good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Like so much more of the flavors and everything came out.
Of course.
Obviously, you still got a lot of those flavors if you just shoot it.
But it's a
But-
different experience. Similar
yes.
to what I was saying earlier with the 3-drink method. If you take 3 drinks of the mezcal shot,
Yeah.
you get the notes, the complicated notes
Yeah.
expand a little bit more so you can digest it more.
Yeah.
I completely get it.
So kissing the mezcal, you get, like I said, with this in the journey.
Yeah.
But what we did, we just teleported. Boom, we're there.
Yeah,
Let's
fuck
go.
the journey. Let's just get to the end. Let's
I
get
didn't
to
even
the
buy a
end.
ticket. I don't know how I got here.
Exactly.
Again, it's one of those, we got shit to do.
No.
How'd you get here? I never left.
Exactly. No, phenomenal. But this is one thing about all drinking. I think drinking community in general. First of all communities are accepting.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of communities have a barrier of entry. Would it be personal relationships or not? The reason why people love the gay community a lot because it's a barrier of entry that is non-existent. It's just a love atmosphere. Like this is our community, but it's no barriers here because you know what? Fuck it, come and hang out with us. Even if you don't like us, we're still gonna respect you unless you do something to hurt us.
Yeah.
We're gonna respect you. You do you. I'm not mad at you, but we're gonna be here.
Yeah.
You know, it's a revolving door of acceptance in the gay community. That's why it's accepted in a lot of places, and I really do enjoy the gay community here and the vibrant history you guys have here. But there's a lot of other communities that are not like that. Even though they say they're welcoming, they're not. Not everyone's as welcoming. But I think the beer community has a similar notion of a revolving door of acceptance. Like you do you, come here, drink with us, drink however you want.
Yeah.
We drink, there's ways to drink it if you want to get a better experience of it, but fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Shotgun a beer, there's a whole beer page just dedicated to shotgun beer. All different kinds of beers.
Fatboys.com. Kind of like our little journey with the beers here today.
It's all
Let's start
journey.
with the fun one, and then you end with the one that's going to end it all.
Together forever.
Together forever, each day in my gut, and I will drink you.
I'm gonna just applaud you for bringing that full circle.
You know,
Hello.
they should just have me for the Lion King because I bring the circle of life.
That was beautiful.
Right?
No,
Come to the show and you'll see more of it.
it'll
Believe me.
be better. It'll be better. 1,000%.
Yes.
No,
Rated TV in May, not safe for work.
not at all. This podcast is though, so why should I work?
There'll be bleeps. We'll figure it out.
I try to believe it. I think it's just more beautiful as it is. Cursing it out. We didn't really curse much on this podcast anyway.
Well, because we didn't establish rules beforehand.
You can curse if you want to, but what I feel like whatever your normal vernacular is always the better.
Well, okay, so what I always say...
Don't tell me that. I cuss worse than a sailor.
No, but if that's what that's how you talk and that's how you, because you can see the flow. There's a difference between just cursing the curse and the flow of the conversation.
Yeah.
Completely different. Now, if that's your normal the way you speaking pattern, by all means, speak the way you want.
Oh, grammar with the vernacular.
She said that, and I was like, no, I don't have no vernacular diseases.
I'm tested. I'm clean. 100%.
I mean, there was that one time in college, but hey, I got a shot.
Yeah, it was clean.
No, but what I would say at the beginning of my shows, especially over here at this show, because you know they're not. A lot of people that are new aren't used to it. I always start off with, if there's something that offends you, or something different, or you hear something that's off color or whatever, screw you. Life is too short, and I'm a dude in a dress. That's the most offensive thing here because everything hurts. So live it up, let your guard down, have fun.
And I'll fully say, like, me and Alana have been doing shows and getting things done for what now 8 years,
10.
something like that. We've been best friends, very, very great business people together, doing this entire world, like just getting things done. And she said that exact same phrase for literally 10 years. And every single time she says it, crowd just, you just see the tension just.
It allows everyone to be okay, because I feel nowadays everybody's so worried about offending somebody. And one of my slogans is, I didn't get to where I am being nice.
True.
You
Not
know,
a single person on this earth got to anywhere with that they are being nice.
right? If I had to worry about stepping on eggshells, the vegans wouldn't have omelets. And see, this is how much I know about vegans, because apparently they don't eat eggs. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know. Vegetarians, I'm sorry.
No animal products.
Well, no, I couldn't do it. No, but I'm just like, you know, I almost call myself the Don Rickles of drag, because I'm gonna piss you off. I'm gonna say something I'm not supposed to. But that's the thing about comedy and being a comedic entertainer is comedy is there to take us away from the shitty reality that is life. You know? Especially in these times.
If you can make it funny though, because everything
You
about
have to
life is
laugh.
offensive. But if
You
you
have
could,
to laugh at it.
you can make me
you
smile
know?
about it, even though I'm like, damn, that hurt, but I'm smiling.
Right?
It's memorable. It's memorable because
And I always like every time that like I say a joke or like call somebody out, or as we call it, read or throw shade. You know, I do that, and everybody's like, ooh, and I'm like, am I lying? Tell me when I lie. You all thought it. I'm just the one that said it.
exactly.
You know,
I feel you.
I mean, it's just. I tell them it's okay. I mean, for main example, playing loteria, we have a card in there, El Negrito.
Yeah, but that's not racist though. That's how we.
But nowadays, everyone's offended by it.
Yeah, yeah, because
Actually, last show,
You
I
can't
had-
say black for some reason. Why can't I refer to someone being
why?
black?
Why can't you?
You're fucking black.
Black.
You don't identify being black? Tell me where you identify that.
If you don't identify, then obviously I'm not talking about you.
Thank you.
Right? If you're offended by it, you know, then obviously you identify a little bit with
Man,
it.
it is hilarious that we're talking about this right now because of literally what happened 2 days ago at my shop.
So
Yeah.
you're offended by being black?
Between me and a coworker.
That's a whole other
That
can
is
of
a
worms.
whole
but-
other story.
Come on, soul food
Beer.
chicken. I'm not gonna act like it's
Oh, I so thought you said this was soul food chicken beer. I was like,
soul food chicken. I'm not even gonna try to say his name, but it's a Scotch barrel aged
that
stout.
is really chocolatey.
Salud. Oh yeah.
That wood, Scotch wood, comes out really well.
Oh yeah. I'm down for
That
this.
smokiness comes out really well.
When it first hit my tongue, I was like, oh, okay, hey, we're here.
I felt like I was taking a shot of Scotch.
So yeah,
I
it almost has a like. If you think about it, it almost has a little burn to it. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's
I'm
smooth.
I'm getting the very smooth and the smokiness.
It's very smoky.
I believe this was a 12% beer, and I'll correct myself here.
It's very velvety.
Do you know that's an actual term describing beer?
I studied a little bit.
He studied. I hate
Googled
the word.
once.
I Google. It is a very common term. Verbally means like coats your tongue and fits in full body flavors.
It reminds me of a dark chocolate.
It basically was made with cocoa, and so
It's
that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to do that. So I'm glad you get that experience. It's really good. It's really good. It makes me want to take a shot of scotch now.
I switched
All right,
it.
second sip.
Well, I switched it around a little bit, and it had a totally different flavor profile.
Like what?
I don't know. I tasted like
You get more the woody flavor.
no. I got almost like a blueberry flavor with it.
Oh, interesting. Hold on.
I'm like, hold on.
I don't know. I switched it around. It was like a dark berry flavor.
The foam lightens it up when you squish it.
Yeah.
The foam cuts away all the smokiness.
You see it?
I see.
It takes a really sweet flavor.
Yeah, you move it around a little bit. It just
Because
changes.
you're getting the natural sugars
Yeah.
awake.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi. How are you?
Very good natural descriptions, brother.
I try. I'm good at what I do.
You are the best. Go pee.
makes me want to have like a cigar and drink this.
Oh, a cigar.
You know, it's very like.
What the fuck is that behind us?
White people.
Yeah.
Bike.
I thought that was cars for a second.
You know what it reminds me of? That scene in Men in Black where the
Yeah. That is I feel bad for all those cars.
well, they're just kind of going. They don't have like an escort or anything.
Before we go to the next beer and try to wrap this whole journey up, I want to tell you my favorite story from my friend Ralphie. So, me and my friend Ralphie grew up very poor. We grew up in the projects in Queens, New York. Really good friend. We all knew he was different when we played sports together, but not different like bad different. He was just to himself and a little different. He finally came out gay, and his whole persona and happiness grew from that.
Yeah.
Came out gay at like our freshman year in high school. Yeah, and it was I think it was better for him. It was phenomenally better because his persona of being weird and awkward and quiet changed to him because we all accept him, we all love him regardless, and now that journey of acceptance for him allowed him to be himself, and then his whole personality changed for the better. And he really wanted to pursue art, so he got accepted to the fashion art school in New York City. And he was going over there, but the thing about it is we're poor, and some of the materials he wanted, he couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
But I was going with him to the art district in
Hashtag suck a
Manhattan.
dick.
Hashtag suck a dick. But no, we went over there and we went one time, just checked some shit out, and then we left. And he just wanted he wanted to buy some stuff, but he couldn't afford it. Second time we went there, I was like, stop coming here if you can't afford it.
Yeah.
And I said, by the way, go downstairs, because it's on the second floor of the building, and I'm going to go downstairs, I'm going to look at some shit. Now that I checked out this place the first time I went there, there's no cameras, but there's an undercover shopper. I knew this, and when I was there was another undercover shopper. Peeped it, I peeped game. But there's only one way downstairs and one entrance, and there's a loop around the store. She knows what I'm doing, I know she knows what I'm doing, and she knows, she's ready to catch me. But there's one loop. Once you turn that corner, bitch, you're not catching me. I ran track.
Gone.
I'm gone. You're not catching me.
Gone.
You're not catching me.
How does that song go? Run.
Exactly. You're not catching me. So she turned that loop. I grabbed all the pencils he wanted. I just grabbed stacks and stacks of shit. Now the exit.
I can see you just going down the stairs, shit just falling all over the
A
place.
lot of it was falling, but I held on to a lot of things. I got it.
Mike.
But so I'm running. Ralphie and his friend was there by the stairs, and I'm yelling, "Run!" But I'm the thief of the group, and I'm the person who always is in trouble. But I always thought it was universal. When you see me run, you're my people. I came with you. You see me run, you fucking run.
Beat me.
Hold on, that's one of the, it's something, it's on TikTok, that stupid new video app or whatever. It's what everyone's doing
Hey,
right
they
now.
could be watching. That's not stupid.
But no, it's
Sponsors.
not. I have a few TikTok videos. They are actually a shit ton of fun to make.
I can't figure it out because every time I try to go on it, I've already been drinking. So
Same here.
I say
But-
TikTok, I don't see a clock.
There's this little skit that someone did, and everyone's recreating it. It's like from Kevin Hart. He's like, "You're my best friend. If I put you in my life, you shouldn't have to say shit. You're my best motherfucking friend. If I run, you just need to beat me. Go."
Yeah, I was just another side note. So running, like the Kevin Hart thing, you're my boy.
Yeah.
We've known each other for years. I yelled run too, but you don't ask what's going on. You just go.
Right.
Ralphie, he might be faster than me now because I'm really fat now. But at the time, we were equally fast, so I was not worried. His fat friend at the time, not worried about it. That's not my friend. That's his friend.
That's your friend. Get your friend.
He might not keep up, but I know my friend, he's going to keep up.
Yes.
The train station is a quarter mile away. We're going to make it. And so I'm running. I make an alternate train station. Don't look back. Now I'm by the stairs. I'm hopping up and down. Because Ralphie's 5'10". I'm 6 feet tall. We stick out. We don't stick out because we're that much taller, but I can at least see his fucking hair. I'm looking. 5 seconds later, I don't see this bitch.
Oh.
I was like, two things came to across my mind. He went a different route and don't want to follow me, which is smart because that's what thieves
Split up.
That's what thieves do. We split, don't get caught. So I go down to the train station. I don't see him anywhere because there's multiple entrants. Don't see him. I go back up. Still don't see him. I was like, bitch did not run. This motherfucker didn't run. So I destroy all evidence.
I can already tell. I know. Wait, but I know.
I liked him.
But I know where this is going. I think.
Yeah.
I go back to the store, and I see the cops there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm here. What's up? They're like, you stole shit. I'm like, you got a video of me stealing shit? I have a witness here. I said I didn't steal shit.
Prove it.
Yeah.
Why is... I did the same shit. I did the same
Anyways,
shit.
Tell why they over here admitting stuff on camera. And I'm
Well, this
quiet.
is past. These years ago. First of all, that store doesn't exist anymore, and so I'm good.
I'm like, he's in Texas,
In
not
the
even
words
in
of-
New York anymore.
In the words of one of my biggest inspirations, George Lopez, the statute of litigations, whatever, sister.
No, facts. But after that,
What do you call me? No.
facts.
Hey, whatever. It's all
Facts.
good.
No, that's so funny thing about that happened. I keep going to these stupid. I can tell stories all day.
I have that effect on people.
No, but so I get arrested, of course, but no charges stay because they can't prove anything. But Ralphie, only part of the story he really remembers. He remembers the running and stuff. The only thing he remembers and why he's upset, we got banned from the store. I'm like, we would have been banned anyway, but you would have had the shit you needed if you just would have fucking followed.
You just want to listen. See, that's what I tell
Personally-
them. I'm just like, just listen to me.
I've been in the same boat, and I've been where you were. I was that friend that told people, baby, just go. Just go outside, wait in the car. 5 minutes. I was you. I was that. I actually still am that person.
You got to.
I'm still
There's
that
nothing wrong
person
with that.
that's like always in trouble.
We don't break the law.
But I always get scared whenever Vegas tells me stay in the car and don't lock the doors. I'm like, this ain't a good name. Don't lock the doors.
So
Okay.
on my last story of my
I'm
friends,
just like turn off all lights, shut everything off. Don't you lock the door. Lay your seat back. I'll be back.
yeah. You gotta be like that. You gotta be like that sometimes.
I just pop a free melatonin and go to bed. I didn't see nothing.
I'm saying I've been sleeping in this vehicle whole night.
And even if I wasn't, does it look like I remember anything?
No, my really good friend Kyle, one of my first few friends I made here, we went down to Waxahachie for a club, redneck club.
I was about to say,
what club?
what and where? They don't have those.
It was a redneck club in Hatchie, for like an hour and a half south of here.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, we're hanging
You
out
know
there.
where Chicuchi is.
So the two Latinos, because my friend Mexican Adrian was there, I was there. The party was boring, so we stayed there all night. My friend's trying to get laid. We're supporting my friend. Go get laid.
Well, honey, of course the party was boring because you're two Latinos
And
in a
Hatchie.
non-Latino bar.
Yeah.
So the beats were different the whole night.
That's my big problem with country music. Wait,
I just roll up a little torn up, like we fine.
So, last Martin House beer. First of all, thank you for Martin House for a beautiful journey of
Thank you,
beer.
Martin, for being here.
This was
Part one. Part one.
part one.
Part
Part
one.
two is going to be interesting. You know the funny thing about this? I'm going to talk about this after the shot. Salud.
Salud.
Alright, the sniff test. Okay.
Ooh, second favorite. That first sour. That sour was delicious. But this is good right here.
I'll personally be honest, I can't finish that one.
That's fine.
I don't. That's
You
not.
like that one?
That's not a good one for me.
I just shot it and it was pretty good.
Like I did the big sips and whatnot, and it was great.
So it
but
tastes like liquor as my third ship coming out, but there's a really heavy chocolate note with the whiskey
Very
flavors.
chocolate.
Yeah.
The whiskey flavors, yeah.
I'm really getting the whiskey flavors with this one.
Yeah.
And
It's
you
like
know what?
whiskey
That's
chocolate.
probably why I'm not able to do them. Is
If you don't
because
like
I'm not a
whiskey,
whiskey drinker. They're beautiful and they're great beers.
Yeah.
But I can probably literally sip this thing all night.
That's fine. Not everything, the beautiful thing about drinking, not everything works for you. That's okay. We're still gonna get drunk on things you want to drink too.
Right?
It's fucking fine. It's fine.
That's in part two. Y'all get to come drink what we drink.
Yes.
Coming. So, we get to experience show number 6.
Show number
Number
6.
6. Something like that. 6 or 7. One of those.
It's a show.
It's a show.
It's a show. You get to experience it and trust. It's a lot of fun.
The Cam Can't wait.
It is. So we'll save the social media part for next time. That way we could just post it up on
Yep.
there and then make it look all
Fair
nice.
enough.
Instead of being like, so this one is that one is this.
Fair enough. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna close it out like this. Cheers.
Cheers.
And then we go next door.
All
Do
right.
it.
Salud.
Salud.
And for our Jewish friends, L'chaim.
Gross.
Hello, las damas rotas. How are you? I said, how are we doing tonight? Hi, how are you? Very cute. I apologize for my voice right now. It is going on like 3 weeks and I have not had a voice because we have to keep working. So, we are drinking. Oh, shit. Okay. Cord isn't that long. All right, so we have got Drag Loteria going on tonight. Have any of us been to a drag show? Yes. No, maybe. I love your girls. Those are cute. All right, so how this work? We got my family here tonight. The House of Summers going here. My name is Vegas Summers Rose. Just to let y'all know. Yes, Rose. Rose. So, anyways, please, put your hands together, tip her well, because trust me, this is not a cheap job at all. Oh, yeah. This is not cheap. Takes a lot of money to look this cheap. So, I know, I'm dressed like a hooker tonight, I understand. But, anyways, I want y'all to put your hands to, oh, that got loud, hello. I want you to put your big round of applause for my lovely sister and best friend, Miss Alana Summers.
Tits, tits, yay, tits! How are we doing, las almas rotas? Ta-da! Ta-da! I feel so off balance tonight. There's nobody at my Highland Park table. Or the Highland Park table. No, that's what I call that big table over there in the back. It's normally the Highland Park table. We always have some group from like the Gaylord or Las Colinas or what's another real white neighborhood? Where? Flower Mound. No, girl, that's what's going on right here. That's the Flower Mound. Oh, how are we doing though? Everybody's on this side. I'm so like, I'm just gonna do like the Zoidberg all night just before this way. Everybody's right here. Like my next song is just gonna be. Oh, how are you? Is this Curls? That's Curls.
Yes.
Yes, Curls. I love them. I love them. Oh, y'all moved over this way. Migrating, yes. Watch out, Trump's listening. Okay, where was the nerdy cute one you said?
The one you was feeling
I knew it! I knew it!
Thank you.
Like something out of a 90s movie. It's the hat.
Alright.
It's the hat. How funny would that have been if like all the women were on one side and all the dudes were on the other? It's like me, all my women are on one side, all my dudes are on another. I see we got Mavericks fans in the house. Yes. Awesome. Awesome.
Of course.
Wait, I didn't get the memo on this side of the room about flannel and plaid.
It's
Like,
a lumberjack.
all except for one.
He didn't work today.
Oh, wait, so this is the work uniform? Where do you work?
He's got a Tesla.
We're lumberjacks.
Oh,
shit.
You work at the Lumberjacks. I had a job there one time, but we broke up. It happens. And then over here, everyone's got like stripes. Maybe you and you should switch. Just make it all fit. All right, who is ready to start this loteria? Yeah? Yeah? Awesome. Girl, tell me why I thought you had tortillas and butter. I'm real excited, real quick. Right? So tonight it's brought to you guys. Drag Loteria is brought to you all by Suerte Tequila. Y'all give it up for them. They are our official sponsors of Drag Loteria. We also have some more special guests in the house. We have Dallas Beer Talks right here. Y'all give a good buddy for Dallas Beer Talks. So for those of you who don't know, this is part 2 of the special edition Alana Summer's Dallas Beer Talk episode. See, my man over here, he's like, yeah, we'll do a little interview. It'll be like 30 minutes. 4.5 hours later, we're still talking. And then his phone's like, oh wait, my phone's about to die. Don't tell a drag queen you're gonna do an interview. We'll talk. We'll talk. About what? I don't know, but we'll talk. We'll talk. All right, does everyone have their Loteria cards? Yes, yes. Everybody got your frijoles? Yes. Awesome, awesome. All right, so here's how we do this. We do 4 rounds a night. In between each round, you guys be sure to drink. If you like what you see tonight, drinking keeps me coming back. And by the end of the night, I'll probably look like a real woman. Just ask Taylor. He almost took me home last night instead of his girlfriend. It happens. It happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start Drag Loteria. We are going to do either 4 across or 4 up and down, okay? It's like that other game that starts with the B, but we don't say that. Who knows the rule if you say the B word? Wait, who else in you? Who's been here before? Who's done a Drag Loteria before with us? Nobody? Oh my gosh, we have all virgins tonight.
What?
We have all virgins tonight.
For Drag Loteria?
No one's been here before for Drag Loteria. Girl, everybody on this side don't count. Can I get a little more volume on the mic, please? Yes. Thank you. All right, is everybody drinking? Everybody has a drink in front of them? Because I will definitely pause for you to get a drink. It's coming? You know how many guys have told me that?
You know, girl, you've been there. Oh, thank you. Volume, yes. You know, that's the worst part when the guy tells you it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And I'm like, this train finna leave. You better hurry up. All right, everybody's got their loteria cards, their drinks ready. I need a beverage. Can I have a frozen tea?
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks.
How you doing?
Hey, what's up? What you doing, baby? Gosh, I'm starting to sound like my daughter. Y'all give it up for House of Summers in the house this evening. Like we said, we already have Miss Vegas Rose Summers over here in the back. Yes, yes. Don't run away, he's trying to get you. Bam, there she is. And then, I guess I can say it because it works. You already know what I'm going to say. Whenever she's not in drag, she likes to go by incognito. But we have Miss Sapphire Summers in the house as well. Yes. Diamond Summers is recovering from her birthday shenanigans, so she's taking the night off, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what. That's my one daughter that I never know what's happening with her. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just staying at home. Next thing I know, I see her out on the strip just going crazy. And I'm like, shouldn't you be at home? Children, don't have them. Don't do it. Don't do it. Adopt. Adopt. All right, who's ready to play? Let me hear you make some noise. All right, y'all gotta look at your cards. Oh, you gotta play for him? Well, I know Pop Pop didn't get his bifocals ready, so. Yeah, so if you do win, 4 across or 4 up and down, we do not say B-I-N-G-O. Because if you say B-I-N-G-O, you owe the staff a round of shots. Which is fine because the more shots you buy and drink, the more we look like women. Just think of this one as like Amber Rose or what was the other one? Or Grace Jones, yeah. So we'll just pretend she's Grace Jones tonight. All right. If you're ready, make some noise! All right, the first card. Here we go, here we go. Remember, 4 across or 4 up and down. The first card is El Cotorro. El Cotorro, the parrot. Card number 24. El Cotorro. The parrot. And we're going to be doing speed rounds. That way we can get back to drinking, so pay attention. And there's only one winner per round. So the stakes are high. El Cotorro. I was wondering if you were ever going to show up. Hi. We just started. Hurry up and get your loteria card. All right, the next card is La Sandia. La Sandia. Card number 28, La Sandia. The watermelon. The watermelon. La Sandia. The next card is La Calavera. La Calavera, the skull and crossbones. Card number 42. La Calavera. Chris, toasty. La Calavera. Next card. El Mundo. El Mundo, the world. El Mundo. Card number 37. El Mundo. El Mundo. In El Mundo, you have La Estrella. La Estrella, the star. That's 5 cards. Somebody put one already.
Double check. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Are we doing? We getting some cards on there? Yeah? Yeah? Let's see how we're doing over here. Oh my gosh, y'all got some bad cards. What about y'all over there? Oh, this one's doing good. Okay. All right. Okay. La Estrella. The next card, card number 27, El Corazón. El Corazón. The heart. El Corazón. Bob has had his heart replaced about 4 or 5 times. El Corazón.
What's the last time I was on vacation?
El Corazón. That's what we call it now? See, okay, so everybody's talking about Trump and building the wall, blah, 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 government shutdown, you know. I'm not worried about that. You know why? Because I have this next card. He can build the wall because I have La Escalera, the ladder. La Escalera, the ladder. Build that damn wall, see what happens. We got tunnels. Hello. Let's live on today. La Escalera. But when you're on this journey of climbing La Escalera, be sure to bring some nutrients in the form of El Melon. El Melon. You got one, yes. You're finally playing. Awesome. El Melon. The cantaloupe. El Melon. The next card, card number 23, La Luna. La Luna. The moon. The moon. La Luna. La Luna nomás es una. La Luna. Who's getting close to Loteria? Anybody? Who needs one more? No? No? Who needs 2 more? Ooh. Robert, you need 2 more? Okay. And then you need 2 more over here somewhere? Yeah. Okay. Alright. We have 3 people that need 2 more. Alright. The next card is me, La Sirena. La Sirena. The mermaid. La Sirena. Huh? It starts with an L.
I still need to.
Yes, there you go. There's some people that say buenas, but I'm not from that part of Mexico, so we say loteria when we win. La Sirena, the mermaid. The next card is card number 45, El Venado. El Venado, the deer. El Venado. El Venado. The next card is card number 1, El Gallo. El Gallo. El Gallo. You're lucky because you have that one.
What do we need
And I
over
didn't used to
here?
call that one because I thought it was just a cover card.
El Negrito.
No wonder so many people were
I don't think
buying
we're
it.
gonna get that one. I think we might put
El Gallo.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be very surprised every single time my niece
El
Sapphire
Gallo.
always.
Next card. El Paraguas. El Paraguas. The umbrella.
There she got it.
The umbrella. El Paraguas. Are you serious? Are you serious? Vegas. Bob got loteria. Come check these. Alright, let's see. Go in order. Okay, you got that one. Go top left to bottom left. What is it? Top first one? Check.
El melón,
Check.
el paraguas,
Check.
el gato.
El gato, we got a loteria. Now give it up for Bob. First time visitor. Alright, Bob, here's your prize baggie. And here's how we do this. Wait, no, but there's newbies. Okay, so y'all, Sapphire in Vegas. Sapphire in Vegas. Y'all know what we say. What do we say whenever somebody wins? Show us what's in your sack. That's what we do here. Y'all ready to see what's in his sack? We got some cool prizes. You get your own Suerte Tequila Loteria cards. All right, sponsored by Suerte Tequila. You get some more cards. Those are the cards that go with that. And they have instructions in there too. That way when you go back to the nursing home.
It's a beer thing.
You have a beauty by, let's see what it's by, Pacifico. Awesome, and then that's a little bracelet. Alright, so whenever you give yourself your insulin, you can wrap that around. What else you got in there? That's all. Alright, y'all give it up for the video winner from round one. Alright. See, I told you it's fun hanging out with me. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Bob right here, he's one of my co-workers at my day job. He was real scared of coming out. You've never seen me in drag, but see, look, you win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to come up to the bar, get some food, get some drinks, get all that lovely stuff, tip your bartenders, because if you don't do that, I don't get to come back. And if I don't get to come back, I have you all on camera and I will do facial recognition to find you. So be sure to visit them. We're going to play some more music, we're going to do some more drinks, and we'll be back in a little bit with round 2 of Drag Loteria. Y'all make some noise! Okay, recording, yes. Alright guys, we're here at Las Almas Rotas doing Drag Loteria hosted by me, Alana Summers, with my family here, yes. We are about to wrap this up. You're still going to get some video of us performing and having some fun at Loteria. But we are going to do a shot from our sponsors, Suerte Tequila. So guys, let's give it up for Suerte Tequila in the house. Cheers. Salud.
Salud.
Lahaim.
L'chaim.
Salud.
God, I still hate tequila. That is horrible.
Oh, that's good.
Well, that was a phenomenal first part of the performance. It was a lot of fun. Even though you brought all the energy, I just need my people in there to be a little more hyped. But that's okay.
We're going to get them hyped. You know how I do.
This is an example of how the show goes. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Be here February 10th for the next show. And upcoming shows, you can check their social media. Any in particular?
So, for my darling sister, Facebook.com//Miss Alana Summers Official.
That's me.
And you can find me on Facebook as well. My name is actually Vegas Rose, but my other name is Braden Snellgrove. Search that. You can find me on Facebook as well.
SNELGROVE.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
Yes.
That's a good school.
Hello, German. But anyways, you can also find me, Vegas Rose, Braden Snellgrove, on Instagram as well. That is where I use my platform to promote all the Las Almas Rotas, Drag Loteria, and any gigs that my lovely sister has.
And really, you guys can just go onto Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter,
All
hell,
of them.
OnlyFans, I don't know. Just search Alana Summers and you'll find me, and you'll be able to keep up with all the activities that we're doing, all the daily ins and outs that we do, our shows that we do, the places that we work at. Normally when we're not all dolled up. If you need some hair, Come
see me.
Go see Vegas. If you want some really good food, come see me at Zephyr Bakery Cafe in the neighborhood in Dallas, Texas.
Perfect.
You can also catch me at Salon Aura, right next to Roundup Saloon.
There's a lot of places. All that's gonna be in the description as well. All I want to say also, we talked about the Gay Pride here in June. It's gonna be changed over here at Fair Park.
Yes.
A link's in the description as that as well. Come
Yes.
hang out with us there too. We'll be there. I'm gonna get as many beer families there as well, and we're gonna come support.
Yes, Dallas Gay Pride is now moved to June 1st and 2nd, right across the street from Las Almas Rotas at Fair Park here in Dallas.
After party here.
After party.
Pre-party and after party. All the party's going to be here. We may have a couple surprises and maybe a RuPaul girl or two, so...
FYI. Thank you guys. You guys be careful. Don't drink and drive. Take a lift. Peace.
Bye.